case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In the 1998 case of Piner v. Superior Court, the Arizona Supreme Court examined intricate legal issues related to damages when multiple factors lead to harm. In a significant ruling, the court decided that defendants, who were not jointly involved in negligent conduct, could not be held jointly liable. The focal point revolved around the concept of allocating damages proportionally among all parties responsible for the injury. Prior to Piner, Arizona's negligence law had often resulted in severe ramifications when one defendant was unable to pay, leaving other defendants struggling to obtain contribution. This spurred the Arizona legislature to amend the Uniform Contribution Among Tortfeasors Act, UCATA, to replace joint liability. This modification allowed for an allocation system that distributed responsibility among all parties involved in causing the injury. Events leading to the lawsuit followed two separate car accidents involving William Piner, leading to significant injuries. Piner sued the drivers of the two other vehicles, asserting that his injuries were due to both accidents. Piner was of the position that since his injuries were indivisible, and the two defendants could not establish a division of fault, they both should be held jointly and severally liable. However, one of the defendants countered, arguing that joint liability had been abolished under Arizona's UCATA. The lower court sided with the defendants, denying Piner's request, prompting Piner to appeal the decision. Upon review, the Arizona Supreme Court found that the trial judge had erred. The Supreme Court clarified that if a defendant cannot produce evidence adequate for apportionment, the case should be treated as involving indivisible injuries, making all defendants equally responsible. The court's groundbreaking ruling established a procedure to allocate fault percentages for indivisible injuries. Jurors were instructed to assign 100% of the fault for each accident separately, with the total further divided by the number of accidents. This approach held defendants severally and not jointly liable, with liability calculated based on their proportion of fault. The court vacated the previous orders of the trial court, allowing the case to proceed based on its revised instructions. In summary, the Piner ruling signaled a crucial shift in Arizona's negligence law, establishing a more equitable system for damage allocation when multiple causes contribute to harm. It put the burden of proof on every defendant to substantiate their degree of fault, promoting fairness among all parties.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.